Alright everybody, how we doing? My name is Mike, and I'm going to make a picks channel for mostly UFC and NFL. Might be some random things along the way that I add into the channel. Obviously, this is my first video, so the settings and my environment and everything's going to change throughout the time. Hopefully, it'll improve. If I'm right on some picks, I make some money, or you just like hanging out and watching my videos, and stick around, like and subscribe. Hopefully there's many more, and I'm going to be a guest appearance on some show soon, so we'll see. I'm just going to run down how I normally kind of do this, except for the fact that I watch a lot of videos, I watch a lot of tape. I usually watch at least one or two fights from each fighter right before the card, and I have notes on a Excel file that I read off of to figure out what I should be doing exactly, and where my brain is as far as the fight should go. I've been watching the UFC for 20 years. Yeah, I don't like I've never fought or anything, but I feel like I have a good eye for the sport, and make some decent money doing it. So let's make some money. And I think that it will make me a better gambler if I think at least other people are following my bets and tailing my bets, because I won't be as stupid with them, because I get a little stupid with parlays. All right, we'll get on with it, because I don't know how long I'm going to drag this video on for to begin with. I don't know how long videos are going to take. I don't know. It's my first time, so I'll just kind of bring you along with how I normally do it on top of my knowledge and my notes. So the first fight, we're just going to go down the card. So we're going to go Aaron Blanchfield and Macy Barber. I think Blanchfield just lost recently to Manon Fiorot, which that looked better until recently when she just lost to Valentino in a close fight. But let's face it, Valentina's not. She's very good, but I think she's beatable now. And I think with Macy Barber being like the kind of like pressure fighter that she is, I feel like she has a very good chance. I think my original pick was going to be Macy Barber, but I think if I want to be smart, I think I would go with Aaron Blanchfield. But I'm probably going to throw some money at Macy Barber. I just feel like for a 5-round fight, I don't think Blanchfield can keep her on the ground for the entire 5-round fight. I feel like she's going to struggle, and Macy Barber doesn't give up, and she can hit, and we'll see. I think, man, so Macy Barber's only lost. I mean, this Roxanne Modafferi fight looks terrible on her record, but Grasso's, I mean, it's the only other loss. You know what? I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with Macy Barber. I feel like Erin Blanchfield, she's very good. I just feel like she's not going to be able to keep Macy Barber on the ground for an extended period of time. Like maybe the first 2 rounds or so, but I feel like Macy Barber. What are my notes here? Yeah, Blanchfield just. She's got a 30% takedown accuracy. I mean, Barber, she gets taken down, let's face it, and she is not very good at getting back up when she does get taken down for the round. But I just feel like every round starts on his feet, and Macy's gonna take advantage. If I'm gonna bet, I'd probably do like Macy plus 3.5, or Macy inside the distance, no action, and then just do Blanchfield in parlays or whatever. Blanchfield decision, no action, maybe. So that's how I feel about that fight. Then we're going to do Matas Gamrot against Ludovic Klein. I Originally I was very high on Ludovic Klein winning this fight. I want Ludovic Klein to win this fight. I don't think Ludovic Klein's going to win this fight. He's very good. He's got good finishes. He's got good striking, good knockout power. He's got a couple chokes, I think, in here. Yeah, a couple rear naked and guillotine. That's like early in his career. So mostly just knockouts and decisions in the past 8, 9 years. I just think Bahamondes is good. Jai Herbert. AJ Cunningham's decent. Thiago Moses, he's kind of fallen off. I mean, very beatable guy. Roosevelt Roberts, he's never like really impressed me. So I think the step up, Matas Gamrot's really good. He is chinned every single fight, like every fight, and sometimes multiple times a fight. But he always gets back up and gets a takedown out of it. I don't know if Klein can keep up with him, really. I'll probably, if I'm betting, I'll probably bet Klein round 1 and 2, and then Gamrot decision, or just Gamrot money line. I don't think it's that out of control right now. But I definitely think Gamrot. I mean, he's got like 5 takedowns every 15 minutes. And Ludovic Klein has a 46% takedown defense. I think a lot of people are going to lose money on this Ludovic Klein because a lot of people are on Ludovic Klein. Not as I want Ludovic Klein because he's much more fun to watch than Matthias Gamrot. But when you're picking and betting, you got to go with what you go with. And I think Matthias Gamrot, I think he wins by decision. Either that, you could do like a double chance Gamrot by decision, Ludovic Klein by knockout. I think that might go because I don't think Klein's going to sub Gamrot. I don't think Gamrot doesn't get subbed like that. All right, and this fight changed. Unfortunately, this used to be one of my locks. It was what was it? Oban Elliott against Ramiz Brahimaj. And I was so high on Oban Elliott, but his visa didn't go through, aka the odds were too wide, and too many people were betting on him, so they had to change it. So it's Ramiz Brahimaj and Billy off, and I gotta be honest, I think people are sleeping on Ramiz. Maybe not. I thought so, but that loss to Court McGee is kind of rough. Court McGee's good, but Billy Goff, he reminds me of Michael Chandler, just with like a little bit younger and like more power than Michael Chandler. Because this guy gets cracked. Trey Waters had him hurt multiple times, and Trey Waters is not amazing. Like, maybe he lost the bomb theme though. Maybe Trey Waters is better than I thought, but he beat Quinlan. Like, this is still not. He's moving up. Anyway, Trey Waters is not champion level material right now, and for him to get cracked and rocked by him numerous times in that fight, he's got heart. He keeps moving, and he goes and goes and goes, which I think Goff might win a decision here. That's what I would have to go with. I don't have many notes on Goff just because I haven't seen him fight that much. Just my recent my recent footage that I watched. I watched the Trey Waters fight, and I watched one of the other fights, but it wasn't. I don't remember. It's been hard to get some footage lately with ESPN Plus stocking. I just recently rebought Fight Pass because you can get some fights on there again. I think because Goff has good cardio too. Brahimaj could sub Goff, but I think it's Goff by decision. I don't think he knocks him out. So Goff by decision. I think the Goff money line's pretty high up now, so I don't think it's worth it. Or it's like if it's minus 200 or more, it's okay. Jacoby and Bruno Lopez, Dustin Jacoby. I don't remember who says that. It's the MMA guru. So Dustin Jacoby. He has lost to only good people. He's got a hell of a kickboxing record and past. Bruno Lopez, I don't know a whole lot about him, I gotta be honest. I know he's got a lot of finishes and a lot of early round 1 and round 2 finishes. So I wouldn't tail me on this. What are my notes? I don't have much. I know Jacoby. I think it's hard to finish Jacoby, and he's got so much experience, and he sat out a decent amount of time. He's still, yeah, he's 37. Man, is this the fight that you really fade him? Because he's hard to finish. I don't think he has been finished. Yeah, he has. Okay, it's been a long time at least. One was an injury. It's been a long time since he was finished. I think Bruno Lopez. I think he hits a wall here, and Jacoby wins the decision. Because I think Bruno Lopez will try to get the early finish, and I don't think he'll get it, and then Jacoby will take over and win from that point on. Jacoby's really good. He's really underrated, but he's getting up there in age. So let's go Jacoby. All right, Vieira and Macy Chasson. I love Macy. Vieira's good. She's just kind of meh, boring fighter. She lost the hugging match with Kayla Harrison. She got out wrestled by Raquel Pennington. Penny Kienzad's good. Holly Holm's good. Misha Tate. Like, if Misha Tate's winning a decision, I absolutely love Misha Tate. I think she's beautiful and sexy and all of those things. But let's see. 2021, Misha Tate. Her skill set, the game has passed her by. So I think Macy Chasson, I think she just wins. I think she's bigger than Vieira. I think she's more aggressive than Vieira. I think she's just faster. I think she's a better Vieira than Vieira. I don't know if she gets finished, though. I think it's decision. I think it's going to be a pretty slow start or slow end of the card, I think. So let's go Macy Chasson by decision, and she's part of my 2-leg parlay. I'm putting out a parlay every week, and she is part of my 2-leg parlay this week. It's Macy Chasson. I'm terrible at pronouncing anything, by the way. I try, though, and it's fun. So Zach Reese and Dusko Todorovic, which everything, I can pronounce it in my head, but my lips don't work. So Zach Reese is one of those fighters that I cannot get right. Every time I bet on him, he loses by a fluke. Like I bet on him with this Cody Brundage, and he got knocked out by a slam, which that's the flukiest shit in the world. I don't care what anyone says, that's a fluke. And then I faded him. I just can't get right with him. But it's all going to change right now because he's going to win against Dusko Todorovic. I think Dusko Todorovic is not that good. He won a decision on the Contender Series. Let's get rid of those. Decision on the Contender Series. Beat a guy, I don't think he's in the UFC anymore. Punahele Soriano is not good, and he lost to him. Gregory Rodriguez is very good. RoboCop. He's very good. He's just... Andrew Kawani is good. Jordan Wright's good. Christian Lear, right? Like, he's losing to good people, but I also think that his durability is not there. I think he's like... The same could be said against Zach Reese. Let's look. Yeah, he's got 3-inch reach advantage. He's got a 3-inch height advantage. They're the same age. I'm pretty high on Zach Reese with this fight. I think he gets a knockout. I think Zach Reese, if he can get his chin right, I think he could be a killer in the middleweight division. He's just got to get his chin right. He's young. He's 31, so he's got some time. And losing to Azmat Bakayev and Cody Brundage isn't the worst. That's the worst loss on his record, Kevin Holland. But we'll get to him soon in the next card, I believe. I don't think he's on this card, is he? I don't know. I've been studying a lot because I'm making a guest appearance, which made me do this. So let's go. So Zach Reese, I think he finishes him. TKO. Round 1 or 2. Alan Nascimento and Jafil Fihilo. Probably messed that up completely. Nascimento is a grappler. He's got... You could just bet... I'm not super familiar with both of these guys. I've seen them both fight. Losing to Mikhaev, I mean, that's no shame. He's still undefeated, I believe. Ode Osborne. Jake Hadley and Carlos Hernandez. Carlos Hernandez is not good. He just lost recently, right? Yeah, he just got choked out in the first round. I think that's... He beat him. Beat Jake Hadley, which, Lost to Gear. Lost to Relay Piava. What do I have here? I have Philo. Why did I think that? I think he's just kind of beating nobodies. And the guys he should lose to, he's losing to. I think this is one of those guys. This guy's only lost to Mikhaev, and he's since his UFC debut. I have no reason to believe he's going to lose to Nascimento. He is not Mikhaev. So that's been proven. So I think Fialo, and he usually wins by some form of choke. So I'm going to just guess that he... I don't know if he's going to choke Nascimento. I feel like they don't even grapple that much, and Fialo wins a decision. That's what I'm going to go with. I don't know. If they grapple, though, you could just. I say Filo by decision. I might just bet decision, submission, or money line. Jordan Levitt and Holloway. Jordan Levitt, the Monkey King. He is an odd fighter. I don't like him. I think he has a very odd striking style. He throws a lot of spinning stuff. He throws a lot of unorthodox strikes to. It's like just unorthodox stuff because he's not afraid of getting taken down because he's a jiu-jitsu nerd. I feel like he's just wings shit, and if he gets a knockdown or knockout, then he does, and if not, then he ends up on the ground, mounted, and he's okay with being on the ground. He's like got 40% of his fights. He's on bottom position on the ground, like 40% of control time. He doesn't have good takedown defense at all. That being said, Kurt Holloway doesn't have good takedown defense at all. I feel like he can. I feel like Levitt. I feel like Levitt's losing this fight. I think he's going to lose by KO decision. Holloway has a black belt in jiu-jitsu also. So I don't think he's going to be very worried about going to the ground, and I don't think I think if he gets offensive takedowns and he presses, because he's a pressure fighter, it's like a pressure boxer with good jiu-jitsu, but horrible takedown defense and horrible get up on bottom. So if Jordan Levitt gets his offensive takedowns, he can probably win this fight. But I think Kurt Holloway is way better on the feet. He's a safer boxer. Levitt leaves himself open to everything because he does, like I said, a lot of spinning back kicks and wheel kicks and Superman punches and weird shit. But Holloway's only lost to Ogden and Hernandez, which, we're not going to look down here. Holloway's this is his second run. He just won the Ultimate Fighter. Since then he's 1-2, but he's lost to Ogden and Hernandez, and I feel like Levitt. I don't think Levitt wins this fight. I think Holloway wins. I think it's a bad matchup for Levitt, but I could be wrong. A lot of people are on Levitt. I am not one of them. I go Holloway by probably decision. And this fight just got changed. Which the other fight that got removed, the Obon Elliott. Obon Elliott was the second part of my parlay. It was Obon Elliott and Macy Chiasson, but it has changed and it is now Gustafsson Chiasson because Evan Giles is good. I mean, he's a pretty good all-around fighter. He just doesn't win. Now, he's lost to... I mean, you could say he's just gotten destroyed by the UFC. I mean, just look at who he's lost to. Mike Malott, Carlos Prates, Gabriel Bonfim, Michael Morales, Drickus, Gerald Mearshart. Like, he's fighting killers. He does have a win over Roman Dolavidze. But I just think Gustafsson just manhandles him. I think Trevin Giles took this on a week's notice, if that. I think he's a cop. I mean, he's a good fighter. I think he just loses this fight because Gustafsson is kind of the real deal, but he's up and comer and he's getting older, so he needs to win this fight. He's 34. I think he wins by probably think Trevin Giles has a chin problem. He just has a cardio problem. I think decision. I think Giles loses a decision. Gustafson could knock him out, though. All right. Let's go Medeiros against Oki. Okie dokie. We're almost done. How long is this video? Oh, 25 minutes. Thought it'd be way longer than that. Hopefully I'm not terrible. But I'm going to rewatch these and get better, I promise. All right. Markel Medeiros. He's a very good fighter. Problem is I think Pelagioki's a very gooder fighter. I think he is a big step up from Markel. The only guy he's lost to is Chris Duncan. And Chris Duncan I have tremendous respect for, and he is way better than I ever thought he was. And I'm not fading him for a long time. So, that being said, I just think Pelagioki... My notes are not... There it is. Yeah, Medeiros is a good striker and grappler. I have him marked as a gold prospect, so I should be picking him. 5'10", 69-inch reach. 73, so he's got a 4-inch reach advantage. 9'2", he's 29. Markel's 28. Pelagioki was beating Chris Duncan before he got subbed. I mean, it was one round, but he was beating him, and he beat Timmy Kwamba, who, let's face it, he showed out, 2 cards ago? And he looked very good. So his record, like, his loss and his wins are holding up. I'm going with Pelagioki. I think Medeiros definitely could win this. Definitely could win this. I just think it's a giant step up. Like Austin Hubbard to Pelagioki. Austin Hubbard just lost in the Ultimate Fighter, I think. Yeah, like he lost an Ultimate Fighter and then for some reason got brought in anyway. And he got a win against Michael Figlack. Mad Dog. I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, he's just brought in to lose. He just lost to Alexander Herman. Like, I don't know. Austin Hubbard is not good. And then he just hasn't fought anyone yet. So I think Pelagioki is too much of a step up, and I think Pelagioki wins this fight. But he could lose. So don't bet it. Rando Santos and Ellis Ardeline. Both these girls suck. If you lose a Pooja Tumar, then you're not worth anything. So I bet I'm picking Alice Ardeline because she didn't lose the Pooja. I mean, she lost to Shauna Bennett, which is bad, but, whatever. She lost a round with Weili Zhang. That's pretty good. And she hasn't done shit. She's just stupid. She has no ring IQ. She's got no fight IQ at all. I don't trust her, and she's a huge favorite, like 300 and some, like minus 370 favorite or something like that. I just think Alice can win this fight. I think she can choke her out. I think she can knock her out. I think she's way more active on the feet. Tough girl. I think Alice Ardeline. If Rando Santos comes to the brain, she could win this fight and should win this fight. But I'm picking Alice Ardeline because I don't think she comes with a brain, because I don't think she has a brain. So we'll go with that. That being said, my 2-pick parlay that I'm rolling with this week is Macy Chiasson and Andres Gustafsson. It's plus 196, and I'm probably going to put $50 on it. I can't do it on my computer because I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm hardlined, and it doesn't let me log in because it doesn't know where I'm at. I don't know why. That's my bets. I'm going to be hopefully making a debut on the Perfect Parlay Pursuit, and I believe our picks this week were going to be Oban Elliott and Macy Chiasson for that all three of us would have picked. And since that fight changed, I added Gustafsson instead of Oban, which Gustafsson, I don't like betting on UFC debuts taunts, but I think Trevin Giles on a 3-day notice. I think if you're any good, you can win this fight. Any other words of closing? So yeah, I think if it's a fun card, it's Macy Barber, Ludovic Klein, Goff, Lopez, Chiasson, Reese, Fiallo, Levitt, Gustafsson, Medeiros, and Dos Santos. If you're looking for all finishes. But that's so my official picks are Barber, Gamrot, Goff, Jacoby, Reese, Fiallo, Chiasson, Gustafsson, Hollabaugh, Oki, and Arlene. Those are my official picks. Like I said, I'm going to be betting Blanchfield probably more than Macy Barber because I think Macy Barber could get bullied around. I think she takes advantage of the later rounds though and wins the fight. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully I at least entertained you for the 32 minutes that it was. Yeah, I'll see you this week with UFC 316. Please like and subscribe if you at least enjoyed it, or place a $5 bet on that bet. If it doubles your money, then like and subscribe. I'll be back with another bet this week, and hopefully you'll see me on Perfect Parlay Pursuit. Thank you very much. Bye.